Good morning, students. Welcome to online session of Social Sciences. In today's class, I am going to explain the last topic of our chapter, that is health. Before starting the explanation, I just want to share one beautiful quote with all of you. That is, it is the health that is a real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. So, this beautiful lines is given by Mahatma Gandhi. It means if you are having a good health, you will be considered as wealthy person. Dear students, today's topic that I am going to explain is health. First of all, we will understand about the role of government in health. Education is necessary for each and everyone because the education develops three things. First, the mental outlook. Mental outlook means how a person think and how the person is having that point of view. Second, capabilities. It means ability to do something. Third is creates skills, means to do a particular task with very efficiently. Now in same manner, our health also tones up means it's make up the physical ability of a person and increase the stamina. So what is the meaning of stamina here? Stamina is the physical or mental energy needed to be do the tiring activity for long time. Now, when each and every citizen of the society will be healthy, then it will result in healthy society. So here the public health makes a very important constituent of social, that is social infrastructure means society. Now during the British era, there when the Britishers were ruling here in India, one recommendation had been done. So what was that recommendation? So in 1964, the Health Survey and Development Committee, which was headed by Sir Joseph Bhore. In your book, there is the picture of the Sir Joseph Bhore. You can see he recommended the establishment of the organized means well arranged and planned health services. But at the time of independence, the actual public health infrastructure was very weak. The health infrastructure includes workforce, information related to health, various health related data system and public health laboratories. Public health infrastructure was limited to urban areas and the rural areas were not having this facility. After independence, the situation has changed. Now India became one of the pioneer. Pioneer means be the first person or be the first to use new methods or new areas of knowledge. So India was one of the pioneer in the medical facilities. India started providing medical facilities of each and every person who are required and many different things of different kinds. All the work has been done in keeping the primary health care in mind. There are three main services which were provided by the government. First is services relating to health. Second is family welfare and third is nutrition. So many changes have been done in the area of all these three services. Some expansion had been done. Expansion means the action of becoming larger. Besides this, diversification also took place. Diversification means the process of starting to include more different types or things. So dear students, today Indian society is having very large and widespread network that is related to health. There are three main networks. First is governmental, second is voluntary and third is private. All other all these are three different networks which are related to health infrastructure. Here governmental means that network which has been led by the government. Voluntary means those who are working here without thinking of their wages or salary, or on their own behalf they want to do this work. Private means here there will be no involvement of any governmental body. Now all these are managed by the two kinds of persons. Now who are the two kinds? First is medical personnel, second is paramedical personnel. Now what is the meaning of this medical and paramedical personnel? Here meaning of medical personnel is person employed in medical clinics, in physician, like physician assistants, registered nurse, those who are doing practice, and nurses of medical clinic. Now what is the meaning of paramedical personnel? Here the healthcare workers who provide clinical services to the patient, and that is under the supervision of a physician. It includes nurse doing practice, physician assistants, and emergency medical technicians. Now both medical and paramedical personnel performs their duty very well. Now to have a proper systematic work in the field of health, the government has established a 3-tier medical care system. Here tier means a level, or you can say level in an organization. So there are 3 levels in medical care system. First is primary, second is secondary, and third is tertiary. The first one, that primary level in medical care system, provides a direct link between the people and the medical facilities at the grassroots level. Grassroots level means the most basic level, and that is villages and towns. Primary health centers, in short it is called PHCs, dealt with most of the basic medical needs of the populace. Populace means the people living in a particular country or area. Now it provides various medical services like promotion of health facilities, prevention regarding diseases, cure of various diseases, providing rehabilitation facilities to the people. Rehabilitation means the action of restoring someone to health through training and therapy after any kind of addiction or any illness. Now all these facilities which I have explained just now provide to the people near their homes. Public health center plays a vital role in the field of public health. It acts as an instrument which helps the government to tell about various government programs related to health and family welfare. The public health centers implementing helps in implementing various government programs. Now community health centers. In community health centers, services are provided by some specialists in their field of work. If any case reach to primary health center and the medical personnel finds it difficult to handle, or if that case is complicated, then they will refer that case to community health centers. Next level is secondary level. Under this, healthcare centers come. And in that we are having district hospitals that form this type of health centers. Third is tertiary level. Tertiary, meaning of this tertiary is third level. In this level, various hospitals and institutes which meant for particular diseases and specialized field only come. After independence, there is an expansion of healthcare infrastructure in a very great amount. This can be evident or proved with the help of the table which is given here in the chapter. In the table, see, this is the table. In this table there are the details of 6 medical institutions. First is sub-centers, second is primary health centers, third is community health center, fourth dispensaries, fifth hospitals, and sixth one is blood banks. Now if you'll see the figures and the datas, you can easily understand, as with the passage of time, that medical institution has been increased. Let's see the first one, sub-centers. So in 1951 there were not a single sub-centers there in our country. Now in 1971 there were 28,489 centers. Then in 1996 1,32,730 centers. Then in 2009 1,73,795 centers. In 2014 that number of centers have been decreased. Now that is 1,52,369. Likewise, you can see and understand the data which shows the increase and decrease in the various medical institutions. Now, after having all these medical centers in great quantity, the number of CHS means community health centers, secondary and tertiary health care institutions are still inadequate. Means they are less than the requirement. Now, these are an impressive increase. There is an impressive increase has been taken place in the number of trained medical manpower, which include various workers like nurses, health workers, doctors, dentists, and specialists of various different fields. When we analyze the data which is given in the chapter, we can understand that there is improvement has taken place in the basic health care facilities and in medical education and research, specialized area of treatment, medical equipment, drugs and pharmaceuticals, etc. Many national health programs have been implemented throughout the country to fight the dreaded means fearful diseases. This program have been implemented especially to protect children from various diseases. Diseases like diphtheria, pertussis, measles, tetanus, polio. Now there are many different diseases which raise their head again and again once a while. The diseases are cholera, Kala-Azar, plague. All these diseases had been destroyed to a very large extent after the independence. The expansion of medical facilities not only led the improvement in health status of the people, but also decreased the death rate, especially infant and child mortality rate, means death of child under 1 year of age. Okay. Now what can be done to improve the health facilities or to provide good health facilities to the population? So dear students, health is the synonymous means which is having the same meaning. So health is similar to the happiness and the prosperity. It means when a person, if he is having a good health, then he will be considered as the happy person and the person who is enjoying the prosperity in life. Unhealthy person decrease the manpower potential of a country. Why? Because they are not able to do work properly. Now these healthy people, first of all, they will not contribute or they are not able to contribute to the family. Means they are not able to earn money for their family. Second, as they are not able to earn for their family, they are not able to contribute to the society. And finally, they are not able to contribute to the nation. After having many health centers in our country, there are many places where health facilities are still not available. Now, to cope up with all these problems, there are health centers that do work with the central government and launch the various different kinds of health programs which is aided by the state government. Now, in this regard, the government of Kerala, they took a major initiative